Hello, friends and lovers, and welcome back to a new incremental. This one is simply called Mercedes, and it was free on itch.io. I have a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourselves. Anyway, there is a little bit of backstory. Our phone has died, and we must charge it by cooking, I guess? Yeah, I think the plan is we're going to make a phone via this cauldron here. So we got to open it up, and it'll probably tell us a little bit what's going on. This displays the current content in the cauldron. Align these to your recipes. You can see your recipes here. And then you can see and select all available ingredients here to add to the cauldron. The fairies will bring them to you. So we already have 2 fairies, I think. 1 grass, 1 water. Yeah. Cauldron has amazing properties. It can process and cook just about anything. Given right ingredients, it should be able to even produce a brand new phone for me. All right. So we have 45 water and 45 grass, so we can add. I don't know what the priority is, like what it's going to make, so I only need 12 grass and 12 water for that, so should I only add that amount? You know what? Let's just add it all and see what happens. Let's see. I guess we'll make some more fairies to start, right? No idea what the wood is going to do for us yet. Add it in. Okay. Let's see what we have to say after this, maybe. I can't click on the box or anything here yet. We got 1 fairy. We got 2 fairies. We got 3 fairies. Still going. And then 2 wood. Because I had additional grass, I think? Okay. I think I understand. Okay, and the remnants stay over there. Okay, I understand that. So it made 2 grass fairies and a wood. It didn't make any water fairies, but so we should probably make a couple more of those. So why don't we do that? And while those are being made, we can check out the new stuff that's available. Kind of even out the fairies that we do have here, right? Oh, these got more expensive too by quite a bit. 21. Water fairy also went up too. Cooked amount upgrade. Is that like how much wood or I guess rock I would also get too? Probably. Probably. So I need a lot of wood for whatever we do. So why don't we just throw a ton of grass in there. Convert all that to wood real quick. And then, after that, should we go for wood fairies, or... Maybe I shouldn't have done too much here. Cooked amount upgrade. Does that mean I get double fairies? I'm just recalling one thing. The cauldron always prioritizes the recipes that are on the top. Okay. To the ones that are on the bottom. That's good to remember. With this information, I should be able to control. Come on, spit it out. Which recipes are getting cooked? Okay, so we have quite a bit we could do here. Why don't we get... I do like 20-ish water here, right? Why don't we get a couple of wood fairies in there? At least a couple. And then I'll do the cooked amount upgrade. I don't want to hand make anything like these rocks until I probably do this, right? But Papa's gonna need a little bit more wood first. I'd rather not, at least. Wait, why are we making rock? Oh no, I think I messed up. That's right, because the cost of the fairy goes up, so putting in the exact amount was not fruitful, so I accidentally made some rock. And now there's a rock fairy available to. Fairy capacity upgrade also there, but we need a lot of rock and a lot of wood, so we're far away from that. Okay, so we have 1 wood fairy. Let's see how much that brings for us, because maybe I can make another wood fairy first, at least. Maybe I should just be making something else, though. Okay, 12. And I only need, like, 1 water or something here. Don't mess that up. I need grass to make wood. But I'd like to do the cooked amount upgrade soon. I only need a little bit more wood for that to happen now. Alright, I did make the wood fairy, right? Yes, I did. Okay, lovely. So a little bit of the grass. Come on, give me some wood. Need 1 more wood. Need 15 water. Sure, whatever. Do a little bit extra. Why not? Why not? Extra water doesn't really do anything, right? It could make a water fairy. This is my understanding. Okay, so now we got the cooked amount upgrade. Apparently I'm making something else here. Apparently I made another water fairy. Accidentally put too much water in there. Okay, so up here... Oh, wait, I can do it again? Oh. I think we want another wood fairy. Well, let's see if it gives us 2 wood fairies, shall we? Actually, did I notice that if it gave me 2 water fairies when I recently made one? Let's find out. All right, show me how many fairies we got here. One more thing. Looks like 1 wood fairy. It looks like there are recipes that become more expensive after being cooked. Very good. Like the fairies. However, the resources seem to be unaffected by this. What does that mean? What's that last sentence mean? Probably not much. Okay, so let's do... I have so many resources, and I know I'm going slow here. I'm trying not to use too many at once, I suppose. I'm going to do the cooked amount upgrade yet again. It seems like the thing to prioritize. It won't let me click on the cauldron while that's going, but it will let me do it now. So as soon as the ingredients are in, that's when it will allow me. I'm looking at this again. Yeah, we can... You know what? I'm going to be lazy and just throw all this in there at once and see what we get out of it. It just seems more conducive for our time. It'll make a bunch of stuff, that's for sure. I don't know if it'll really upgrade the cooked amount as much as I'm hoping. So we need to make... I'm thinking now we do make that rock fairy, so I need to make some rocks. To make rocks, I need to just throw a bunch of wood. I got 2 cook upgrades. A wood fairy. 1 rock, maybe more rocks after that too. We'll see. Oh, wait, no. Right, the priorities. That's the grass fairy. Another grass fairy. Now, it said to upgrade the fairy capacity. Does that mean what they carry or how many fairies I can have, I wonder? Exactly. So I need to get the rock fairy, so I should probably just... Yeah, that's a lot of grass we need now. So why don't we just convert all this wood into rock, shall we? Real quick. We're going to get a lot of fairies quickly, I'd imagine. Well, how much do these cost now? Yeah, they're getting a little expensive, I guess. We're making a bunch of rocks so that I can then make rock fairies. So let's just put it like an even amount in here. No more rock? No more rock, I guess. 31 and 30, good enough. This way we can get rock without having to transmute it ourselves, I guess. Alchemize it or whatever. It will probably give me 2. Should. I don't think it'll be 3, though. What's the last thing it made? It made a... Where is it? Metal, which looks like a pearl, weirdly. So there are metal fairies. We still need the fairy capacity upgrade. Potentially we need a lot more wood and rock, though. It also makes sand now. Fairy movement speed upgrade. Fairy harvest speed upgrade. All those are getting really expensive. Okay. So... I got some rock fairies, right? Give me my rock out here. Would you, Chief? Why don't we convert all this wood into rock real quick? While that's happening, I shall start making more rock fairies. I could probably use more wood fairies too, right? 24 and 24. Okay, rock fairies. I wish I could almost just like click on that or something, you know? Like the recipe itself. I'm just going to add the maximum I can for rock and see what we get out of it, I suppose. It would be so convenient if you could just click on the recipe, for the love of God. What if I, like, right-click something? Yeah, no dice. Why don't we make some wood fairies here now, too? Just throw all the wood in a roughly equal amount of water. Get all the fairies that we can real quick. Apparently I made a... Are those water fairies? Did I add the wrong things in? Rock fairy. Rock and water. Do the prices go up more for some of these fairies, maybe? It could be. It kind of seems that way. Well, that's annoying if so. Like, they don't all scale the same way. I mean, we certainly got a lot in our arsenal here now. water fairies only beget more water fairies, basically. So that's not particularly useful. Whereas at least, like, grass fairies gather grass, which can then be converted to wood, which can be converted to rock, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? We're going to do the cooked amount upgrade, I suppose, now. 4 hundo, 80 wood. I'm kind of still focusing on trying to get more wood in the house, but we'll do this. Upgrading the fairies that we do have would probably be wise. There's quite a bit here, though, huh? We're making something else apparently here, too. We actually have way more rock than wood, surprisingly, so we need... I'm going to put equal amounts wood and water in here and see what we get out of it. Will probably just give me a couple of wood fairies, but that's okay. For rock fairies, what do I need? Rock and water. Actually, I'm short on water all of a sudden. Water is desired in many, many recipes. What's the next thing we want? Fairy capacity upgrade requires a lot of rock and wood. Do I just want to make some more water fairies? I wish they also showed me the amount of fairies I had. That's too bad, I guess. Come on, give me some more. Okay, so what does a rock fairy cost right now? I'm trying to decide, like, should I just try to make a couple? So put in, like, a hundo of each or something? What are you saying? Even the fairies are ignoring you. Wait, it seems like whatever you say is usually important, so I'm not happy that I missed that. How dare you? Okay. Lots of rock. Kind of low on water. Fairy. Constantly low on water. Let's add a bunch of water to make more water fairies, shall we? Now let's look at one of the bigger upgrades. Cooked them out. Yeah, suddenly you kind of get away from water when you get up here, it seems. A little bit. We still need to make these metal fairies as well. But therefore, I also need to make a ton of metal. I was thinking, why don't we do the fairy capacity upgrade? 250 and 120. Good enough. There we go. That's one of the bigger upgrades for ourselves here. Look at them go out here. I'm playing this in a browser too, by the way. So they'll carry more before they come back, I'm guessing? Something along those lines. Fairy harvest speed. I need a lot of metal. These two upgrades require a lot of metal, so we need to finally get the metal fairies going. So I can make one metal fairy real quick. Put in a little bit of water, please. Not too much now. Make one, and then we'll construct a bunch of metal. I kind of want to look at the cooked amount upgrade, though. And see how difficult it is to make that. We're lacking in water still, mostly. We're about to be able to make it. Maybe it's kind of greedy. It looks like I need wood fairies, too. Like, maybe I should just make a bunch of, metal anyway. Although it doesn't require rock to do this. It don't be requiring that rock. Okay, let's do it. Another cooked amount upgrade, and then we'll do Mucho's metal. Makes perfect sense, right? What's that thing in the distance over there? Kind of creepy. Okay. So throw, like, I don't know, a good amount of rock, but not all of it in here. No way to see how many fairies we got, huh? Why am I making a grass fairy? I guess I'll accept that. Okay, did we do it? Oh yeah, I'm making 65. Holy crap. Plus 24? Okay, whatever, I'll take it. All right, so we need a lot more metal fairies now, which is just metal and water. That's it. So metal in an equal amount of water, roughly. If I just started adding all of the ingredients in all at once, would that actually be weirdly a faster way to do this? Because the game will prioritize the higher ones anyway for us. I mean, maybe, but maybe not also. We got 3 of those fairies. We got 4 of those fairies. Nice. And it looks like that's that. Okay. 4 of those. I'm looking to see where we're lacking in gain. I could probably use some more grass fairies and water fairies. So let's do what I assume will be about 2 water fairies here. Then I'll try to do a couple of grass fairies, I think. Methinks. Grass fairies are actually quite cheap, too. Do like 200 of each and see what that gives us. We actually have a good amount of water fairies, I would argue. And there's like a speed upgrade for the fairies I'm hoping to be able to afford soon here. You can keep upgrading the capacity, too, I just realized. I don't have enough metal for this. We need more metal fairies, but they're actually quite expensive already, huh? Why don't we do this, since I can afford it? 375-ish and 180-ish. Okay, throw it in. Pretty good. We definitely need a lot more metal fairies. Are these metal fairies way off in the back? So do they have to go further? I got sand out of that? Why did I get sand out of that? Oh, sand is a higher priority than whatever the hell I just tried to make, I think. What are you saying? First thing I am doing once I have my phone back is ordering some food at McWandle's. Oh, God. What was it? I think I was trying to do this, but because there was some metal in here, I didn't do it. Or something. Okay, let's try again. 375. 180. Yeah, because there was metal in there, it made sand, which I guess isn't the end of the world, but not what I was trying to do. Okay. So now I have a good amount of metal. I think I'm still gonna make... So that's annoying on the metal part a little bit, because it feels like I have to make the exact amount or something. Come on, dude. I guess I don't have to, really. There you go, 55 and 55. Let's go. There's another metal fairy for us. About time I start making some sand probably anyway. But I was thinking we might check this out again. 1600, that's a lot of grass. Wood is a bit behind here, too. Why don't we get some wood fairies in here, then? 140 something-ish. Hopefully that'll be 2. I can't tell by how much they increase exactly. Okay, let's go back. Fairy move speed. I need 950 wood. I have everything else I need. Fairy harvest speed. Class requires 2 sand to make. I thought I made some sand. Oh, I did. Okay, there it is. I thought I did. We need 1250. I do not have anywhere near enough wood. Yeah, quite far from the wood. Unfortunately for me. Why don't I take this one then? Yeah, what am I doing? Okay, so no grass. 450 woods. 250 rock. 80 metal. Can't see. Add to the cauldron. Boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm being quite purposeful with our decisions here, but it is kind of true. There you go. I got some more sand, too, out of it. You might just be better off just, like, adding everything. I don't know. The sand might kind of ruin your day a little bit, though. I could make some glass and just see what happens kind of thing. Cooked amount upgrade. Still short on the wood. 1,600. Let's make the cooked amount upgrade, and then I'll probably have to construct wood myself. 960 on the water. Can't keep up with that wood. Does it, like, double it or something? Or is it just +1? If it's just +1, I don't know. Okay, so to make wood, I have to throw a bunch of grass in. Throw all the grass in. Throw it all in. See what we get out of that. I want to see how much we get per thing now, though. Real quick. 666. The number of the beast? Plus 129 each time? Wow, that's a good amount of wood. That's a jolly healthy amount of wood there, I'd say. Is that it? That might be it. Okay. So that requires 950. Ferry capacity upgrade I could get. I'm not getting a ton of grass now, though. Wood ferry. I'm trying to decide if I should save up for this or just take that. 375 on the rock. 120 metal. Try not to add too much. 675 on the wood, which is most of it. Still struggling keep up with the wood demands here, it seems to me. Gotta cut down more forests here. How much are wood ferries costing us nowadays? 93 and 93. Alright, so the ferries should... What was it? Gather faster, I'm gonna say? Don't use grass for a ton of things anymore. We do use it for some. I guess I should find out what happens with this. Why don't we make some glass here and see what we get? It might just be more fairies. I don't know. But I figure we'll find out. A light fairy requires 10 glass. Which I do not have enough of. Whoever placed those potions high up seems to have forgotten that I am very, very short. You're still talking. How on earth should I reach them? Okay. So a light fairy. A light fairy. For our LED or whatever. Wood is still so far behind, is it not? Well, that's the deal. If I throw in a bunch of this, will it even help me, I wonder? Roughly the same amounts. I mean, I really need wood fairies. Or rather, I really need wood. I think I better do it. How many wood fairies are we gonna get? So it only makes fairies one at a time, but everything else gets made in bulk. 1 wood fairy. 2 wood fairy. 3 wood fairy. 4? You gonna make anything else? And 30 rock. Okay. And something else too, apparently. Oh. And a single water fairy. Lovely. Great to have you here. Okay. Hopefully that'll increase our wood gain a substantial amount. I do feel like I need a good amount of grass fairies too, so why don't we throw 1,000 and 1,000 in here? But I'm not going to watch them all get made after that, I suppose. We'll look at what else we can do after that. So I have a good amount of metal. So I could make some sand, if we so choose. I gotta throw some rock in here to do so. These fairies have gone quite cheap, and no doubt I'll need a lot of them. So why don't we just make these fairies ahead of time? Kind of thing. So 1,000 rock, and about 1,000 water. And just assume that I'm gonna need all of them. I'm a little concerned that the game might start, like, lagging at all hell. Uh-oh, I made a bunch of water fairies, apparently, there. I did not really want to make a lot of water fairies. Okay, and then we make some metal fairies. How did that happen? And don't do all the metal. 550-ish. Also 550-ish. Do a little more. 600. No, no, no. Same amounts. Come on. Come on. Okay. Now we can look at some cooler upgrades. He thinks. Alrighty. So, pretty happy with the ferry amounts for the most part now, then, I think. So we can look at something like ferry capac. We can finally make ferry movement speed upgrade. That's 1250. 950. 450. Roll down. And 100. Actually have a good amount of metal relative to what they're asking for, at least. So there is that. I think we're picking it up now, right? So ferry move speed is going to go up now. So the price of this went up a lot. I wish that the numbers weren't weird. That scaled up very, very quickly. I don't have enough wood for the harvest speed, but I do have it for the capacity if we wanted. Apparently we're making something else there, some wood. Still behind in wood, huh? And wood ferries are quite pricey. What about cooked amount upgrade? Way behind in grass for that. Way behind. Okay. I guess there's not a whole lot I can do about that. So I guess we'll just go for capac. 562 and 270. Add it to the cauldron. They certainly do move faster now. Why do I even own those books on the shelf? I don't know. It's your house. I've never read a book in my life. What's the matter with you? Oh, no, it's making sand again. Well, that could be bad. Does that mean I'm not going to get what I hoped for? Are you kidding me? I think so. Wait, so how do I make this? I have to make sure there's no metal in here before I can make a ferry capacity upgrade. That's so stupid. Can I get this out of here? No, I can't. I have to use the metal that's in there. Okay. I nearly have enough wood for this upgrade, so I guess I'm going to try to do that. So I need to add 70 metal. Exactly 70. Which is pretty annoying. And near impossible, one might say. Alright, I'll settle with 71. Wait, what was I doing? Hold on. I said I needed only 100 metal. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. Okay, I need 180 metal. I need 150. No, not the glass. 150 on the dot. Come on. I'll settle for 152. 562 here. Okay, and for wood, 1012. They could definitely do some work on the UI here and how this works. It'd be really nice if they just let me click on a recipe. I'm okay with them making me wait here while this is going on before I can click on the cauldron again. I'll settle for that. I'm willing to settle. I want to make sure it actually gets made this time. There we go. So that's harvest speed, I think we did. So sand. Now there's no metal in there, apparently. Oh, because I probably made a little bit of extra sand. So why don't we just convert all this sand into glass? And we'll make some light fairies now. Why do they look like Doritos or tortilla chips or something? Okay, so that's happening. So I should have a decent amount of glass now. I guess I'll throw all the glass in with a small amount of water. Actually, I don't even know if I needed to put any of that water in, but here we are. Okay, so we're going to get at least one light fairy, right? Probably a few. Geez, you're like really bright. It doesn't say I can make anything else, which is interesting, I guess. So light fairies, I assume, harvest glass, right? That should be the assumption here. Huh. No new recipes, though, at the time. At this junction. So much water. Okay. Can I do this? Yes, I can. So I need 300 metal. It's okay to add a little bit more if I have to here. 1350 rock. 2850. I do not have enough wood. Damn it. Never have enough wood, do I? Okay. Couldn't make some wood, but I don't have that much grass, really. Fascinating. What are the light fairies doing exactly? Oh, no. Oh, phone. We need 1,000 light. Double resource harvest. Get 100 of that light. Ooh. Can I get an ooh? I'll probably do that. So there's no fairy that makes glass, which is interesting. I have no sand. Okay. Hold on, do I have enough wood for that yet? No, I do not. Piece of crap. Wood is definitely the thing that bogs us down quite a bit here. Let's make, like, a little bit of wood from some grass here real quick. Come on. Any second now. How much wood will this give me exactly? 129. Still wasn't enough to increase our fairy movement speed. But I'll start going here. 3750. 2850. Okay, I do have enough now. 2850. 1350. The only one I gotta be careful with is the metal, kinda, and 300 metal. Ooh, on the dot. On the dot, baby. Yeah, please let us click on the recipe for the love of God. The sliders just don't seem very necessary. Okay, so now I should probably just do the double resource harvest, right? 100%. Does that mean it doubles what the fairies gather? It sounds like it should. I mean, that should be a pretty insane increase. Yeah, the fairies all perked up a bit there. Let's try to get more light fairies, but I need to make some sand. To make sand, I need metal and rock. 5 to 1. So if I have like 100 metal, I need 500 rock. Sure, close enough. Send it. Okay. All right, make some of that delicious, I already forgot, sand. And thus I can make some glass now. So convert all that into that. Then I can get more light fairies. Now, I do have a lot of resources in here. Light fairies requires... Oh, I did not get that much glass. I don't even know if I'll be able to do two, but I guess I'll try. Alright, that's a bit much on the water. Should we try just adding everything to the cauldron and just let it upgrade and gather what it gathers? Do we want to find out? I mean, that's a lot of water is the only problem. So I'm just going to get a ton of water fairies, I'd imagine. It made a water fairy, unfortunately, there. And only one light fairy. Okay, so I need way more. So, again, 5 to 1. So if I do 1,000 metal, I need 5,000 rock. So I do not have enough rock for that. We'll do something closer to it, though. Can I double our resource gathering again yet? I should check. I cannot. It's getting close, though. How much light do I have in there? 7. Okay. Then we convert everything, all the sand into glass. Oh, it is making it in batches, weirdly. Thought it was all instant. Thought it just gave you all of it. No, though? Guess no, though. Oh, whatever. Go ahead, start going. I made some metal with our rock, which you didn't really want to do. I do have more sand we can use as well here, so add that in as well. Okay, how much light do we have? 468. Throw it all in. And we'll double the resource gathering. There's only a couple of recipes for it anyway. Well, it's really just like the 2. Double it again or make the phone. Double it. 1,600 for the next one if we wanted. I mean, 1,000 glass is kind of a lot to ask for, I suppose. We do have an insane amount of water. Let's see. Ferry capacity upgrade, but again, it might create an issue here, right? Because of the whole prioritizing thing. It might not make what I want. Because I have a bunch of leftovers in the cauldron and everything, but I guess eventually it would get there, is the idea. So I'll try to do that. I need 1519 wood. I'm looking at the ferry harvest speed now. 1519. 844. And 270 metal. Now that is above the sand. Close enough. I'm trying to add it all. If I just threw all this water in, it would probably make an insane amount of water fairies, right? There's also this recipe, but that's actually quite expensive now, I would argue. I'll try to make it. 32, 640, 1920. Good enough. Good enough. That's the cooked amount upgrade, which will allow us to get more glass when we convert for sand, and allow us to get more sand, too, while we're at it. Okay, so that's going to go up. How's our light? It's at 430 right now. Got 75 in there. Right, I meant to make some light fairies, basically. 379. At about the same amount-ish of water. Okay. Let's do it. It's a lot of fairies. What do you think? Should we just add it all now and see what gets made? Alright, so we're making a bunch of light fairies. Which will bring us to our ultimate goal. Send it all, I say. Make me the good stuff. I guess I'm not going to do the light, though. Okay. Chuck it all in. Come on. Make me some goods. It's possible I should have done this a while ago just to make fairies that we're kind of interested in. First thing it makes is glass, right. And sand, probably. Which means it didn't make either of these upgrades. It did make the capacity upgrade at least once. Make that twice. Make that 3 times. Now it's making some fairies, and it's probably just going to go down the line there for that. Okay. I got back a lot of metal, interestingly. Did I forget to add the metal? That's like a lot of metal. Unless I actually made some metal or something, I don't know. What do we need to make the phone? If I have 500 glass, I have 0 glass. Well, I have essentially 0 glass. I need a lot of sand. To make sand, I need rock and metal. Much more rock than metal. Maybe I forgot to add the metal, I don't know. I might have. Okay. We're still making stuff from the previous batch, by the way. Going through a bunch of grass fairies now. So it might take a while for us to get through all these animations. Unless it starts doubling up here, I don't know. Actually, it kind of got through it pretty quickly. There's our sand. You don't want to throw the glass in. I want to throw the sand in. Looks like that's it. Chuck it in. There's some more fairies coming in. Did I interrupt the previous or something? Like, I don't think it was done. I think I interrupted the creation process. I might have kind of messed it up in some ways. There's some glass for us. How much glass do I need? I need 5 hundo. I need to make some more sand. Okay. 5 to 1, right? Need more rock. How can I get more rock? Wood, right? I don't even have that much wood, though. Okay, let's just do that. It's still making stuff. Looks like I'm seeing, like, a lot of water fairies, which is no surprise, right? But it does, like, scale up. Well, actually... Oh, okay. There we go. I was gonna say, it's not letting me click on the cauldron. Yeah, look like how expensive it is to make some of these now. Okay. Then we convert all of this sand into glass. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I have no doubt you could have been way faster than me at this. I have way too much light. In fact, I have enough to make double resources and the phone. So I'm kind of tempted here. I wonder if there's caps for everything here or not. Okay, do I have 1,000 glass? I don't? Really? I have 138 in there, though. I really would have guessed I would have. So all the rock. Some of the metal to make more sand. We got double resource gathering. Come on, let's go. So we're making more sand now. Does the double resource gathering also affect this? It kind of seems like it does, right? Guess I'm not positive. Then we make sand into glass. We're nearly there. Go, 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 go. I'm actually low on light. No, I'm not, because there's 980 already in the cauldron. There we go. 1,000. 1,000? A bunch? Throw it all in. Let's make our new cellular telephone. Is this actually going to be the end, or are they going to make me, like, make a battery or something after this, you think? Let's find out. Finally, we can sit here and scroll through the Doom pages. Yay, new phone! Okay, what do you have to say? Finally! It's beautiful. Well, time for bed. Oh, okay. Thanks, fairies. Appreciate you. There will be a severance package of $0. This only took me 44 minutes and 42 seconds. Now, let's see if my Wi-Fi still works. Thank you for playing. That could have been way faster, right? Could have been way faster. I mean, I'm fiddling with the sliders so much, right? That was fun, right? What'd you all think? Mercedes. I mean, it's a cute little game, right? Nice little concept. Some things could be better, you know, but I thought it was fun. I was kind of interested in it. I think they did a good job for hey, you know, a free little incremental game. Can't really complain, right? Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what's going on. I have a link in the description if you're interested in seeing other incremental games, as I always do. I appreciate you. I shall see you in another video.